Marriage is the only contract where you promise forever based on how you felt when your brain chemistry was making you temporarily insane. Think about it. You're making a lifetime decision during the very phase when you're least qualified to make rational ones. Today, we're cutting through the romantic nonsense. I'll explain what marriage actually is, why it's harder than most men realize, and what makes it truly work. Not the fantasy, but the psychology behind it. What marriage actually is. At its core, marriage is a legal and social contract between two people agreeing to build a shared life while navigating constant change. In themselves, in each other, and in life. That's it. Everything else, eternal happiness, constant passion, perfect compatibility, are myths that set people up for disappointment. Take David and Tola. When they first met, they were inseparable. They finished each other's sentences, laughed for hours, believed they were soulmates. But 5 years into marriage, the spark dimmed. Tola changed careers, David became more introverted, and suddenly they were strangers living under the same roof. The problem wasn't that love disappeared, it's that they didn't understand love evolves. Marriage isn't about finding your forever feeling. It's about learning to reach as your partner as life changes. Fact 1. You're not marrying one person. You're marrying different versions of the same person across decades. The woman you marry at 25 won't be the same at 35, 45, or 60. She'll change, and so will you. Mark, for example, married Sandra when they were both ambitious and adventurous. 10 years later, she wanted stability, routine, and family structure, while Mark was still chasing business expansion and risk. Their marriage started struggling not because of infidelity or lack of love, but because neither learned how to grow together. The strongest marriages are built by people who keep rediscovering each other, staying curious, asking new questions, and adapting through change. Fact 2. Marriage is 3 relationships in one. Marriage is not just romance. It's friendship, romantic partnership, and business partnership all rolled into one. When one of these dies, the marriage begins to feel hollow. The friendship is about shared laughter, comfort, and being each other's go-to person. When friendship dies, you become roommates. The romantic part is about physical and emotional intimacy, choosing each other daily. When that dies, you become friends without chemistry. The business side is about managing money, household responsibilities, parenting, and logistics as a team. When that fails, resentment grows like a slow poison. Take Emeka and Lara. They were best friends, but terrible at managing finances. Emeka carried the bills alone while Lara overspent. The friendship stayed, the attraction faded, and the business side broke them apart. A healthy marriage needs all 3 pillars standing strong. Without balance, it collapses. Fact 3. Love is not enough. Compatibility is what keeps you. Love gets you started. Compatibility sustains you. You can love someone who makes you miserable. You can love someone who doesn't share your values. But you can't build with someone who doesn't align with your lifestyle, mindset, or emotional maturity. Alex loved Tina deeply, but she wanted luxury and attention while he valued simplicity and saving. Their daily conflicts over money and priorities drained them both. Love couldn't bridge that gap. Compatibility would have prevented it. Fact 4. Marriage requires skills, not feelings. Most people aren't born knowing how to do marriage. They learn it. It takes emotional intelligence, conflict resolution, and clear communication. Strong couples don't avoid fights. They know how to fight fairly. They don't attack character, they address behavior. They don't run from problems. They fix them before resentment hardens. Joshua and Amara fought constantly in their first year. But they learned to pause before reacting, to express frustration without contempt. That one skill, emotional regulation, saved their marriage. The best marriages aren't lucky. They're trained partnerships. Fact 5. Marriage has stages. Every marriage has predictable stages, and each one tests something new. Years 1 to 2. Adjustment and learning habits. Years 3 to 7. Routine and responsibility, sometimes the hardest phase. Years 8 to 15. Careers, children, financial pressure. Later years. Empty nest, health changes, rediscovery. When couples don't expect these transitions, they panic when things feel different. But just like seasons, each stage serves a purpose. The key is to grow through them, not fight them. Fact 6. Marriage doesn't make you happy. Happy people create happy marriages. If you're lonely, insecure, or emotionally unstable before marriage, the marriage will expose it, not fix it. Kalechi thought getting married would end his loneliness. But his emotional void only deepened because he expected his wife to fill what only self-work could fix. Marriage magnifies your inner world. It doesn't heal it. Before you marry, build emotional stability, financial foundation, and purpose. You can't pour from an empty cup. Fact 7. Why marriages actually fail. Affairs, money, growing apart. Those are symptoms, not causes. The real cause is disconnection. Marriages die when couples stop being friends, stop laughing, stop listening, stop touching. Every ignored conversation, every "I'm fine" that means I'm lonely, every distracted evening. It builds distance until one day, love feels like memory. The affair didn't end the marriage. The slow emotional neglect did. That's why strong couples do emotional maintenance. They talk openly. They listen without defense. They appreciate each other daily. Small repairs prevent big collapses. Fact 8. What successful marriage looks like. Two people who choose each other based on reality, not fantasy. Keep friendship alive through shared joy. Keep romance alive through intentional effort. Function as a team in the business of life. Communicate honestly, even when it's hard. Don't expect perfection, just growth. They don't fall in love once. They fall in love many times, with each new version of each other. And when feelings fade, commitment carries them until love reignites. Final fact. Don't marry potential, marry reality. Don't marry someone hoping they'll change. Marry someone whose current habits, values, and mindset already align with your life. Don't marry out of pressure, loneliness, or fantasy. Wait until the chemistry fades. Then decide if the person in front of you still feels like home. Because marriage isn't built in the butterflies. It's tested in the ordinary days when no one's watching. If you're married, remember, it's a daily choice, not a one-day promise. If you're single, choose with strategy, not emotion. And if you're healing, know this. Love built on clarity and skill is stronger than any fairy tale. If this helped shift how you see marriage, hit subscribe and share this video with someone who needs to hear it. Drop in the comments. What truth about marriage do you wish someone had told you earlier? Because sometimes clarity is the best relationship advice you'll ever get.